agenda. West, who goes by the pseudonym Ye, said he would go DEFCON 3. Networks Instagram and Twitter have removed posts by American rapper Kanye West over the weekend after he accused Jews of shutting down anyone whoever opposes your agenda. West, who goes by the pseudonym Ye, said he would go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people and also wrote for the caption of a photo, "Jesus is a Jew." The rapper has since deleted most of these posts.
Okay, so the lunacy again with Kanye West. I don't get it, man. People keep blaming Jews for, they say they control the media, they control the banking, as if, the reason, the reason they blame the Jews is very profound. It's not like saying, oh, Mexican control all the restaurants. There is no anything implied in that. There is no anything cynical about that. Okay, but when they say the Jews control the media, or when they say the Jews are controlling the banking, it is very cynical. What they're saying is the Jews have remember, hatred toward the Jews is approved mainly by the mainstream religions, okay, by Christianity and Islam. The hatred toward Jews is completely basically approved by God. So these people are evil. So this is where it becomes very dangerous, because it's not that people just are hating people because they are different race, but God himself approved the hatred toward the Jews, and it does it very dangerous. Okay, so, but if you are not looking from a perspective of religious perspective, if you are looking at it just from a pragmatic, from a practical standpoint, you wonder what's wrong with controlling the media or controlling the finance. What's wrong with that? Some races have a very success in different in different domains. They have the right also to excel in some domains. What's wrong with that? If you think Jews are controlling the media, why don't you create your own media and try to promote it? Okay, and that the blame against the Jews is mostly unjustified, and mostly coming out of ignorance, and unfortunately, mostly inspired by religious tests. So that's the crux of the matter. The crux of the matter is the hatred toward Jews is allowed or is approved by God himself. That's the problem. And as long as we don't denounce that, we will always have problem toward the Jews. Okay. And let me read his tweet about. All right, let me read it about it. He's saying, okay, Jewish people. The funny thing is, I cannot be anti-Semitic because Black people are actually Jews. All right, so this is something that I only hear here in the United States, because as far as I know, as an African, we never consider ourselves as Jews. We never. We know there are Jews, and we know there are Arabs. Okay. It's like saying, it's like I'm considering to be Arab when I'm not actually. Okay. So I don't know where this is coming from. Okay. Because as African, yeah, there are some Africans who are Jews who happen to have black skin. They identify themselves as Jews. And there are some Arabs, Africans that are Arabs, who happen to have black skin and they identify themselves as Arabs. But there are demarcation, tribal demarcation. Okay. So nobody claims to be something that they are not. I don't know where these ideas came from. Okay. Because when you translate the Jews in Arabic, it's a Yahudi. Yahudi, is Yahudi, especially in Arabic, it's a Yahudi. All right. And the idea that black people are Jews, I don't know where that's coming from. It's completely, I don't know, based on what? Okay. Based on what? I think that's maybe a misreading of history. All right. I do not agree with him in terms of saying black people are actually Jews. It has no basis. What else he said? All right. So, I mean, so he's also saying, you guys have told with me and tried to backball anyone who ever opposes your agenda. What's the agenda there? Okay. So is there any mysterious agenda by the Jews? Okay. I mean, the question of Jews is very quiet, interesting one, because when you look at the far right, they tend to blame the Jews for everything. When you take the example of Arabs, they tend to blame the Jews for everything. When you look at the holy books, the holy books, the hatred toward Jews is blatant. And that's the reason why when people are talking about interfaith dialogue, I find it very ironic because, it's not that people are saying are the source of the hatred, but the source of hatred is actually the textbooks themselves. If the textbooks themselves, if God himself is telling you to hate these people, unless you have to denounce your beliefs, otherwise there's no point for ever interfaith. Okay. If you say we have to, let's say we have to do peace with these people, you're actually going against your, the teaching, your own beliefs. So I do not think it's a genuine attempt to have a peace, unless you really denounce your own beliefs. Otherwise, it is a hypocritical when your God is saying one thing and that you are trying to do something completely different. So these are my few points about the fuss that's going on. If you have a different perspective, there's always different viewpoints. You can comment below. Thank you.